All right, so I'm gonna do a quick garage babble video, whatnot, about what I got going on today. Well, I got a lot of things going on today. I got my side-by-side in, did a little cleanup work on that. Working on deer hunting heaters and stuff right now. So anyhow, so this Mr. Heater has not worked in a couple of years, and so what happens when you it's got a tank. It's got at least half a tank in there. When you put it on the pilot, where it's supposed to be, you push it down, hold it, and then you push the clicker. I can see my little igniter going off, just like you would have in a barbecue. I don't know if I can. I don't want to mess with you. You have to take my word for it. It's like throwing a little spark, but it won't light. So I watched the video. And the guy did a quick how-to and stuff, and his worked, so it's worth a shot for this one. So I'm gonna take this grate off first, and on these things, all you gotta do is kind of just gotta pull them up, and they'll come unlocked, and rotate it down. You might have to lift up a little bit and rotate this thing down. A little hung up. There we go. And they come out of the holes pretty easy. I did it a zillion times already, and that was my worst attempt. So anyway, so you got that out of the way, and then I'll hold this up here for a second. So, anyways, so down in there is an igniter, or there's an igniter and a gas orifice down in there, and this thing right here, that's your thermal coupler. So your goal is get a flame coming out of here. It's gonna spark, get a little flame coming out, hits that thermocoupler, and then that once that thermocoupler heats up and everything goes okay, everything's good, it'll stay lit and all that stuff. So then you turn your knob and it'll light this infrared shield up. So anyways, so all he did in the video was he took that guard off, and then he got a Q-tip, and he said if the Q-tip is too fuzzy, you know, try to take some off or whatever. He says you want it to be pretty tight. And so he just kind of spun it, because you're gonna have to try to shove it down through that hole. And I do have this brush too, that I probably can run it down in there as well. But yeah, it goes in there pretty easy. Yeah, this little white brush goes in there pretty easy. So you gotta go down about, I think he said about a good 2 inches. Let me try that, see if it did anything. Nope. All right, anyways, so a Q-tip and some just basic rubbing alcohol. So I got a little bit in this cap. So I'm going to get it in there, get it pretty wet, and put it in there. Basically just cleaning that out. I didn't get in there nearly as far as I did with that brush. There we go. I don't really see any goop on there. It's not all black charcoal, you know. Let me try this one. Let me try it again. When I push that down through there, you can feel it snug, 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 and then then it's free. So it means you're passed through the whole length of that tube is, something like that. All right, give that rubbing alcohol a second to evaporate. I can't imagine it would start a fire or anything like that, but I'm gonna put it back to the off and then go back on. Put it on pilot. Oh! I don't know if you guys can see that. I'm gonna hold it up to the camera. Oh, it went out. Hold on. I'll light it again. I might not have held it long enough. Let me do this. I can see. Oh, it stayed lit. Oh, no way. No way. It stayed lit. I don't know. Hopefully I got a good shot of that. It stayed lit. That's awesome. That's awesome. Right now the thing is on pilot. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna turn this baby up, see what happens. See if it lights the... It did. Whoop. It did. It just lit that. Let me turn this overhead light off real quick. I'm gonna turn the lights off in the garage. I'm sure that was terrible footage right there. Yeah, this thing's got 2 or 3 years worth of dust to burn off. I'm sure it's gonna stink. That is crazy. You see it's starting to glow. That's awesome. That's awesome. I'm definitely gonna have to look that video up and send that guy a big thank you. He was out in his deer blind and it didn't work. And yeah, this one's been out of the fleet for at least 3-4 years. It was my ice fishing, it was my hunting and ice fishing one, and this that. That way Scout can actually stay warm. I felt bad. I had a nice heater. I bought a new heater because this one went down. And so anyways, that's cool. All right, well, I'm gonna say that's a success. So hopefully everybody kind of caught how that worked. And right now I only have it on low. Let me turn it up on high and see if it really, oh yeah. Heck yeah. That's awesome, because we were just at the store a couple days ago. We were at, let me just say, a big chain store that starts with a W that sells cheap stuff. And they had some kind of off-brand heater system like this for $70. And I was like, oh, we should buy one for you, Scout. He's like, I'm not really sure how much I'm gonna hunt. And I'm like, all right. So we went back today and they're all gone. I didn't go there for that reason. I went there for something else, to check on some ammo for a rifle that we're thinking about buying. Anyways, that's a whole nother story for hunting. And anyways, all those heaters were gone. So I was about ready to take the bottom off of this heater and take it apart. I'm glad I didn't, because I know that my brother-in-law took his apart and it never went back together again. And now that I know, if they don't work, try that first, because obviously that's it. So that's awesome. All right, it's a good video. Hopefully helpful for somebody. Thanks.